Up? Let me let me actually put my headphones on so sound sounds better. Uh, get this started before the game is officially over. Let's see here. Can you hear me better? Woo! 121 left in the ball game. They're bringing in some other quarterback. Man, I think I said it beginning of the year. I said, man, if we play Haynes King, I like our chances. First half, I didn't like our chances. Second half, I think the depth for Texas A&M really came into play. I don't forget. I get Texas A&M shorthanded. They lost a lot of players. I mean, heck, Florida with injury, losing Justin Shorter. With how the week went, I had a good feeling about this Florida team. Had a really good feeling about this Florida team today. I don't know why. I picked them to win yesterday, and it didn't look good in the first half. I was really frustrated. Let's see, UF made adjustments. It looked good the rest of the game, 100%. Right now, with a minute left, now it's going to be garbage time. But Florida's defense didn't allow a single point in the second half. Two turnovers. Princely came up big. Princely Uman I think I'm saying that name wrong. Princely came up with a huge strip sack. Even Ventral Miller came up with a strip sack. Maury Burney recovered. What was it? Princely he forced the sack. Summerall got the fumble recovery. I wish they put the game away sooner with some of the red zone opportunities. Yeah, this to me this game should already be over if Florida. Man, I loved how at least, especially that last drive, or maybe the last couple drives, they leaned heavy on that run game. What happened? Now you take Texas A&M out the freaking game because now they have no time. Run that freaking clock, run that ball. I think Billy Napier got cute on. It was the third to last, or I think it was with 10 minutes left or so. He's throwing the ball twice. It's like, dude, no, run the freaking ball. You got two stud running backs. You have bullied Texas A&M with the run game, and they should have. And what they did at the end is exactly what they should have done. Run that freaking ball down their throat. Said that at halftime. I said, wear them down. That's exactly what they did. I'm not saying I know as much as these guys, but man, I get football. Football is a 4-quarter game. Florida is a very well-conditioned team. That's one thing they are. And it showed. I mean, look at those running backs, man. They were running all over that defense, and they did a great job. Great job in the second half. I think Florida's defense stepped up tremendously. 14 seconds left. Now we're just one knee down. But 41-24 put Texas A&M in the crapper. 3-6 they go now to. Florida moves to 2-4 in the SEC. Texas A&M is in a dumpster fire. Florida came in the second half. They spanked the hell out of them. And what they should have. I mean, to me, that shouldn't surprise a whole lot of people because Florida is capable of this. Florida has they have a great offensive line. They have stud running backs, and Texas A&M is giving up 200 yards a game on the ground. So this should not surprise a whole lot of people. I think the game was more in question because of some questionable play calling at the end. So Texas A&M fans are going to be pissed. We may have gotten Jimbo Fisher fired. Man, wouldn't that be awesome? But I mean, he should already be fired. But I don't know. Here's the thing about Jimbo Fisher, though. Man, his buyout may be like a lot. It may be pretty. It may be a pretty penny. So, hey, what a game. It's very true, Blake. Let's see. A win is a win. I'll take it, Ashton. What's up, Ashton? Hey, Florida, 41-24 victory on the road. Hey, I was happy with it. A lot of people were kind of doubting me yesterday whenever I picked Florida, and I did not expect Florida to get 41. I was expecting this a low-scoring game. I think I actually had Texas A&M getting 24, but was not expecting Florida to get 41, and really it could have been more. It could have been a lot more because Florida with two, a missed chip shot field goal. Got to figure out something about Mihalik. He can make a 50-yarder, but can't make a chip shot. So, some things that are like, oh my goodness, it's like questionable stuff, but Florida still won by 17. Billy needs to start trying to talk to these A&M players and get them in the portal. Hey, there's some guys that Florida tried to go after. A couple linebackers Texas A&M's got that Florida really tried to go after. Yeah, facts, Matthew. This is like the revenge game for that 2020 game. Let's go. Oh, hey, I like it. I like it. Florida whooped the ass. They got the victory. I love the fight in this team, man. Listen, I gave Patrick Toney crap. I gave him crap in the first half, which I think a lot of people did. But his execution, his play calling, I felt like, see, look, the players can play. But I felt like the adjustments. I didn't get to see the first drive. Someone said, "Hey, they went 3 and out. They're adjusting." I was like, "All right." So let's see if the Florida defense can keep it up, and they 100% did. The Florida defense made the adjustments. They got pressure after Haynes King. Stop letting him sit back there and throw all over you. And they got up in the receivers' faces. You can see they didn't have a lot of space for those receivers. They got in their face, got some pressure. Patrick Toney, great job in the second half. I was pissed at him in the first half. Did a great job in the second half. And the players, I felt like they came with some heart in the second half. I think it might have been gut check time. Whatever happened in the second half, somebody lit a fire up on them. Service level looked good, dive deeper, and we're still a terrible team, not to mention how many A&M players were out today. Fishing football, you're correct. I'm glad your logo got fixed on your channel. I was hating to see that other logo. So, Blake, I'll tell you what, give Tony credit. We keep playing players like Trevez and Dez way too much. Yeah, I mean, I like what Tony did in the second half. He got out. There was no pressure in the first half. There was no pressure in the first half, and and it seemed like the defense was just a vanilla defense again until that second half was a lot better. I really like that. Oh, you got him? Okay. So, got to go to my man cave. Got to go check this out. I like watching football outside. It's actually not bad. I don't do it a whole lot. It feels good outside. Well, and it's about to storm where I'm at. So, all right. 30 people in the live. We're going to dive into these stats a little more. I think Anthony Richardson played well. Played a really good game. I think he still throws some lasers. Man, that dude throws some freaking lasers. But for the most part, he played well. He threw it when he needed to. I think, what is it? Pearsall had a touchdown, which I think they ended up scoring a touchdown anyways. Pearsall had a drop touchdown. Pearsall played well. Man, he is super fast. Love seeing him play. Let's see. Trying to get to where, man, the Georgia game is about to be on. We got 38 people in the live. What's up, everyone? We're going to dive into this into this Florida game, which, dude, we win. Now we get to watch Georgia and Tennessee. One of them's got to lose, and I'm okay with it. So I don't care which one it is. I care less which one it is. But, let's see. All right. We got a lot of people in the chat. We got a lot of people tuning in post-game. Love everyone stopping by. Let's see. South Carolina can be ran on too. UF can do the same thing next weekend. Hey, listen. 5-4, one game, and we don't have a losing record. Everyone's talking about bowl eligible. Man, I didn't want to be like last year where, Dan Mullen, that whole debacle and everything. I didn't want it to be like we go in 5-6 going into Florida State because I don't know about that game, but we still have South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Florida State, and Texas A&M. They're a good team. They were ravaged by injury or the flu, whatever went through their team. I will take it. I don't care how Florida got the victory. They got the damn victory. You could say it was because of this, because of that. I can look into that later. The second half, the defense stepped up. I think it gives them confidence going to the South Carolina game. Patrick Toney made adjustments because there was no adjustments in the first half. I think they did a great job in the second half. Billy Napier needs to take advantage of the end of the first half with 3 timeouts with a minute. I hope someone addresses that because that could have came back to bite Billy Napier and the Florida Gators. I think the Florida Gators defense, which is going to be rough to say, it's going to be hard to say. Florida Gator defense actually saved Billy Napier from making some stupid decisions today. So the Florida Gator defense needs credit in that second half. Anthony Richardson played well. He played a really good game today. I thought he made some nice throws. Thought he threw it away at times when he needed to throw it away. He was 17 of 28, 201, 2 touchdowns. Turnover-free football, what I like to see. Montreal Johnson, 22 carries, 100 yards, 1 touchdown. I did say a running back was going to go over 100. I thought it would be ETN, which ETN had 17 carries, 80 yards, no touchdown. Richardson, 7 carries, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. 50 carries for the Florida Gators, 291 yards, a 5.8 yard per carry average. That is what needs to happen every single week. Need to run the ball with, what is it? The Florida Gators are like the number 4th overall rated offensive line in college football. You got to use that, and with your stud running backs you have with ETN and Montreal Johnson. I know someone asked earlier about Lingard. Would like to see Lingard, but man, the two, of course, are them. Naquan Wright looks like he just fell out of the whole running back room as it is. But, I was happy to see some younger guys. Caleb Douglas, true freshman, get him a touchdown. He was three catches, 25 yards in that touchdown. Nice to see that. Kind of had to bully the defensive player a little bit to get that touchdown, but love to see Caleb Douglas, who is a streaker, who's got some speed, and was really happy to see that. And I was just really happy that the Florida Gator defense forced 2 turnovers on sacks. Haynes King is a turnover machine. They finally got him to turn it over. 2 turnovers. Love to see that. Second half, I was excited. Some play calling on the offensive side was questionable. Some things that happened. I'm like, but a win is a freaking win. The Florida Gators desperately needed it after going from 4-2 and then going 4-4. This was a must win for both teams. Florida wanted it more. Florida got the W after they were down at halftime, 24-20. They shut out Texas A&M in the second half. We have Fish and Football saying Georgia fumble. I don't even know if I'm not watching the game right now. My TV's outside. I put it outside so I can watch it. But man, if Georgia can't score, that's a problem for them. But listen, Florida Gators got the victory. I'm super happy. Man, I was definitely, Stetson Bennett fumbled. That doesn't shock me. They wrestled it away from him. They wrestled it away from him. Dude, if Georgia is struggling, dude, listen, I know everyone's going to watch the Tennessee-Georgia game. I just got it on. Tennessee, it's wide open. Look at that Georgia defense. Oh, so great. Of course, Blake, people thought UF would come out flat because the Georgia game last weekend, UF did not mail the season in. Culture is changing. 5-4, Florida moves into the win column, goes over 500. And look at that, a wide receiver screen, but Tennessee can get away with it. But listen, guys, man. I was frustrated the entire game. Especially in that first half. But man, Billy Napier is gonna have to change up some of his play calling and some of his adjustments. The first half. This is like 6 games out of 8 games at the end of the first half. He does not take advantage of what he's gotten, and that irks me. That bothers me because I feel like that's going to come into play at some point, and it almost came into play today. So, I'm happy Florida got the win. 0 points off turnovers for the Gators. That is frustrating, And now, I did not mind, and I think a lot of people are going to be, I don't know, maybe you'll disagree with me. I did not mind when Florida had a 10-point lead. It was 4th down. I did not mind Billy Napier going for it. I'll still say it. I think the play call was bad. I don't think the decision of going for it on 4th down right there, because regardless, Texas A&M is going to have to drive. Your defense is playing well at that point, so you got confidence in your defense if you don't make it. I think the play call was bad. I like running with Montreal Johnson, but when it's a one One possession, one play. You got to put Anthony Richardson. You got to give him options. You got to give him options. Get him rolling out. Get him throwing. Get him where he's got two or three options. You just gave one option. What's up, Pate? You just have one option of running it. And when you have just one play and you were about 3 yards out, 3 or 4 yards out. Listen, I love running more than anybody, but at some, and Anthony Richardson could have ran it. Whatever could have happened, spread them out. So you only had one play. I would have liked to see a better play call. Did not mind the decision. The bad clock management will come back to bite us eventually. That was my other problem. With 10 minutes left, Florida's up by 10. You run it with Montrell Johnson, you get 4 yards. It's second down and 6. Listen, basic math will tell you if you can get 4 yards each time, you're going to get a first down. No, what do? We pass on the last two plays. That will come back to haunt Florida. If it's not this year, it's going to be next year. If that's what he's wanting to do, if he's wanting to play that risky money. Listen, I get he talks about this scare money don't make money. You got to live by it, especially like at the end of first half, stuff like that. So, listen, tough. I think the score doesn't indicate how close this game was. Was it 17 points? I think the game was a little closer than that. Florida really could have put up more points, though. But really, the offense, Florida Gators in the play calling was keeping Texas A&M in the game for quite some time. But the Florida Gator defense really stepped up, helped out the Gators, and really kept Billy Napier from kind of some hot questions if Texas A&M made that a game at the end. So I hope Billy is learning. Coaches got to learn too. This ain't the Sun Belt, and I hope he has learned, man. Sometimes, decision making. Like I said, there were some things that I liked him going for, like that fourth down. I just didn't like the play call. That's all it was. I was like, man, I loved when he went for it on fourth down on the Texas A&M side in the first half. He got it, and I was like, man, I loved that. Loved the play call. Loved all of it. Didn't like the one in the fourth quarter. Flu or not, people was still picking Texas A&M. I think they were. I didn't even pick them even before the flu. But you know what? Yeah, I agree with the decision. Bad play call. I think a lot of people will say that because you're up by 10. That's 2 scores. Okay, so if you can punch it in, that's great. Your kicker just missed a chip shot 24-yard field goal, so it's not a guarantee you're even going to win or going to get it. I saw somebody put great win, so let me say that. But, your kicker missed a chip shot 24-yard field goal, so it's not a guarantee he's even going to miss it. Even the extra point he was shaky on. So, it's a learning curve, I think, for everyone, the players. But look at what happened this week. Everything that happened with the Florida Gators, they still get the victory on the road at Texas A&M. Florida Gators moved to 5-4, 2-4 in the SEC. Andrew Gator fan just put that. It's not where I was hoping the Florida Gators would be, but I am glad they got their 5th victory in 9 games. They're 1 game away from being bowl eligible. Hey, I will take it. It's been a frustrating year, and this game was a roller coaster of emotions for me. I was pissed in the first half. And for the defense, Patrick Toney got more pressure, did what he needed to do, get after Haynes King. Stop making him just sit back there. Any quarterback can sit back there all day and find someone open. Okay, any Division I college football quarterback can do that. So you have to get him off that mark. He is not a running quarterback. He is a pocket passer. Once they got after him, they got after his ass. His jersey started getting dirty. The offensive line started wearing down. Defense, even without Brenton Cox, got a ton of pressure today. Princely stepped up. AP, how about that? Ryland, he stepped up big time, had some big tackles. Ventrell Miller, a big-time player on the defensive side for the Florida Gators, came up big, shot out of a cannon on some of those tackles of Devon Achane on the swing routes. Love seeing that. So, UF rattled King. Once he was rattled, I kind of was like, oh, man, this is great. Don't give him momentum. Florida was trying to give the momentum back to A&M. They were trying to give them something with some of the play calling. But, that UF defensive front, even Jervin Dexter has some good plays. Let's see, stop it. Got to beat FSU. I'm all for that. FSU doesn't scare me. I will be watching that Miami versus Florida State game tonight. I think Tyler Van Dyke will be back from Miami. So, man. I'm interested to see. Actually, this Georgia game. Just put the Georgia game back. I don't know what's going on. Looks like who? Did Tennessee get three or what happened? I don't even know. It is storming here now. I had to come inside. I knew it was about to storm. So yeah, let's see. I wanted to check the score. They ain't popping up the score yet. That sucks. Oh, Tennessee only got three off that turnover. That's not great. But Georgia, if they better play better. They play better on offense because if Tennessee could get turnovers on Georgia, you call it a wrap. You call it a wrap. I don't care if they're away, home, on the street. Georgia ain't winning if they're turning over the ball or they're giving easy possessions to Tennessee. So, but 3-0 lead and Georgia had the ball first is not good for Georgia right now. But listen, Florida Gator fans, there's a lot of good things to take away. Let's see, Blake, who you got, Tennessee or the Dogs? I actually said Tennessee before the game because I just think their offense is really good. Didn't think Georgia's defense is going to be able to stop Tennessee that many times. Tennessee's defense has played better the past couple weeks, and heck, they're already forcing a turnover. So, actually, and I say that, what a strike by Stetson Bennett. He must have closed his eyes and threw it. He must have closed his eyes fishing football. Ain't no way Stetson Bennett did that with with precision. Oh God! But actually, what a catch! Yeah, Georgia's going to have to put up points today. They can't just rely on their defense. And Stetson Bennett, after turning it over, acted like he did something today. Stetson Bennett is terrible. I don't know how people think this dude's any good. He can throw one pass and try to impress somebody. He ain't impressing me. Dude's like 28 years old. That man said, "Please, Jesus Christ," in JT Daniels' name. But Florida got a victory today. A lot of people were not even in my live yesterday when I was heading back from Tennessee. A lot of people did not think Florida was going to win. They were like, I don't know about this, Blake. And man, it looks like Georgia's now the run game. See if they can run. So, but Georgia having a 3-0, they're already down 3-0. That's pathetic for Georgia fans. I'm just wanting to see if anybody's a Georgia fan in the chat. They're probably not. But Tennessee does get the ball to start the second half. How embarrassing! I'm trying to funnel out any of them that are Georgia fans. Georgia is dominating. They're down 3-0. They're down 3-0. How pathetic! I don't know if that's a Georgia fan. I'm just wanting to say it. He huffed and puffed. He threw the ball downfield. Oh God! Oh God! They go to Brock Bowers. Hey, look! There's a Stetson Bennett pass I believe in. He throws it out of bounds. That's about right. You got Brock Bowers 1-on-1, but you're going to throw it out of bounds. What a freaking idiot. But, hey, guys, I will take a Florida victory. I'm happy right now. Now I'll get to see the Georgia-Tennessee game. It should be a good one. 3-0 right now. In the 40s, I imagine, just like the Alabama-Tennessee game was. And Georgia has about the same defense as Alabama. So I think the only thing that surprised me is Tennessee only got 3 and incomplete. Oh, he's going. How do you throw it? You got a 6'7" friggin' tight end. You're gonna throw it low. Again, that's one of them throws that I'm like, that's him. Later Gators, that's gonna be George. Yeah, I'm gonna probably call it. There's too many good games on today, so this is the first of many. Then you got the Alabama LSU top 10 matchup, and then we have Florida State Miami tonight. So great matchups tonight for in college football. 3rd down and 10 for the Georgia Bulldogs. Maybe they can get the upset victory. I say that. Actually, Georgia's favored by like 9. I think 9 now. Holler at you. All right, see you later, fishing football. But I'm going to get off here. Looks like Georgia. Looks like Stetson Bennett going to go out of the pocket. The only thing he can do is run because he can't throw. Look at him. Acting like he did something. He's so trash. All right, guys. I hate Stetson Bennett. He's a cocky dude that will probably be pushing buttons after football. I just don't like him. I think he's too cocky. Like we forced 3 turnovers yesterday. Oh, he actually got in. He sucks. I can't stand him. I hate his arrogance attitude. I just hate everything about him. And maybe it just accumulates with Georgia's fan base. It's just, I hate them too because they've gotten cocky after finally winning their second national championship. I call it two. They try to say there's a third one in 1940. I don't count that one because you didn't even play for it. So how can you count a national championship if you never played for it? So, but yeah, Georgia fan base have gotten annoying over the past year, but so has Tennessee. So Tennessee sucks too. Gators got the win, buddy. Sportsman Blake, you the best. Appreciate it, Jeremy. Not a very young team, all four L's to ranked teams. Just need to improve every day. You're right, Nate. Oh, I'm happy. I think that's why I'm talking shit to Georgia. And it looks like Stetson Bennett had to run it in because he can't throw a touchdown because he sucks. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get off here and we'll watch this Georgia Tennessee game. Let's see how bad these defenses are today. But defense stepped up for Florida. How about that? Florida Gators got their fifth victory on the year, one game away from bowl eligible. We'll see what the Florida Gators can do next week, and we'll see how this game goes. Stetson Bennett has already turned over the ball once, so he looks like he may get a touchdown right here. Man, Caleb Douglas is the truth. Love him, true freshman. And he was only a 3-star recruit when Florida got him. So great addition. Just comes to show that it doesn't matter what star you are, it's how you perform. When you get to college football, and Caleb Douglas has started to get more and more reps. So hey man, I'm happy for him. Happy. Anthony Richardson looked more confident today. Still throws those bullet passes, man. If you're an NFL scout and you want to scout some receivers that can catch, dude, these Florida Gators receivers has to catch those bullet passes because, man, as soon as he throws it, it's like it's there. That's probably why he doesn't have a whole lot of interceptions because they can't catch it anyways. This dude throws some bullet passes, but well, I'm gonna check out this game. Looks like Georgia, they called that a touchdown, and looks like the extra point is gonna be up and good. ETN juked out the whole team, dude. That run by ETN was awesome. And I love that. I mean, dude, like, that's why you got these stud running backs. Just keep running with them. Use Anthony Richardson. And then Anthony Richardson's legs came into a factor today. So it was awesome to see the Florida Gators. It looked like in the second half what that Florida Gator team can look like if you put it all together. You have the offense running the ball well, the defense playing aggressive. They're getting after the quarterback. Look how it looks in the second half. You're like, why aren't we playing like this all year? Running the ball well, playing defense like the Florida Gators have played defense in the past years. So, it just like what could be if you put it all together. Do you think Jimbo is gone after this? I don't know because Jimbo's got what's his buyout? He just signed like that 90-something million contract. I think he should be gone, but I don't know how. I mean, Texas A&M's got some money. I can see they could probably afford it, but how much is his buyout? That's my next question. I haven't looked into it. Jim's buyout is 90 million plus. I just can't see that then. Texas A&M has the money to pay his buyout. Nope, they would owe him like 60 million. If it's 60, dude, Florida did get rid of Dan Mullen for like 12, and I thought that was a lot. I was like, damn. If his is 60 million plus, I just can't see it. They're going to have to roll with it. That's just me. 87 million buyout. So, you're talking, holy cow. So you have a guy that you're paying millions of dollars and you're 3-6. You've gotten the number one recruiting class last year. You had back-to-back top 10 recruiting classes the previous years, and you can't get nothing. So, Texas A&M is in a dumpster fire right now, and I was hoping if Florida could beat them, it would send that whole freaking program into what the hell are we doing? And I love it. I love it. A little bit of payback from last year, so I'll take it. I will say Napier is doing more with less compared to Jimbo. Yeah, 100%. Jimbo has a young team and have lost all 6 games by 1 possession. They'll be all right. I just think coming into it, you pay a guy that much, and it ain't his first year. It ain't his first year. Now, I mean, if you want to give an excuse, Jimbo Fisher had like 13 players out or whatever it was due to the flu. So I'm going to say that he was at a disadvantage, but he was at home. He had the lead at half. So, yeah, I'll say I'll give him a little bit of a pass. But yeah, a lot of his games have been one score games. But I don't know. Have they really looked great all year? I mean, 3-6. I mean, they were a top 10 team coming into the year. So I don't know. I mean, just because they're one score games, they pay you the big bucks to get it done. Yeah, did you see the fan that dressed up in Appalachia State gear? Dude, that was awesome. That was awesome. Just doing a troll job. Why is Kamari not getting any more reps? I don't know, man. Blake, half the players out, don't play. No, I did. I said that. I understand, and it may have been half. I don't even know how many it was, but for Florida's sake, if that's what helped them get the victory, I'll take it. I'll take it at this point. I'm glad Florida got in the win, but we have to get a true, legit offensive coordinator. I think a lot of people would agree, and I think a lot of people would agree. Dean and Torrance still struggling, but Wilson barely plays. Yeah, you would like to see Kamari Wilson get in, but I don't know why they don't. I don't know, but it's annoying. But maybe these final weeks, now Texas A&M's out of the way. You got South Carolina coming up, and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, hopefully, if Florida can get a big lead, maybe Wilson can play a little bit, get in there. Let's see. If Anthony played like he did first half, I feel like we would have thrown up more points. Yeah, I feel like how he played, though, man, he made some great plays and used his legs what he needed. And I think that's what's been missing all year. It's like he'll use his legs every now and then, and you see that offense going so good. Let him run. I don't know if it's Billy Napier not letting him run, or I don't know. I don't get it. It's whenever he runs, man, that offense is moving. The offense, and it's dangerous because the defense doesn't know what the hell to do. But, well, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to watch the Georgia-Tennessee game. We'll see how good this game can be. Let's see if Tennessee's up for the challenge. That's what I want to see. And it looks like Tennessee running to the outside. It's going to be a physical game, I think so. Let's see. I don't think Billy wants them to run. Go Gators, we won. I don't know why, but yeah, it's annoying. But let's see this Tennessee-Georgia game. I'll check back with y'all maybe tonight. Because, man, we got the Alabama LSU, Georgia-Tennessee. Maybe I'll pop back on another night. I'll let y'all know, and we'll go from there. But what a game. Florida wins, gets the victory over, I guess you can say, Texas A&M as a rival. Except to transfer out this season, they get to make up for those spots. Yeah. But I'm going to check out this game, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And Tennessee, Georgia, I really don't care who wins. One of them's got to lose, and I'm okay with it. So I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a great one.